Today I'm going to be doing two new things, sort of a two birds, one stone situation. I'm going to be developing my first roll of colored film ever. I've done black and white in the past at school, but today I'm going to be today I'm going to be developing color negative film for the very first time at home. The test roll that I'm going to be shooting is going to be shot with a flash, an on-camera flash, and I've never used flash with film before. So that is the second thing I'm going to be trying out. Flash and film, those two are scary together, but we're going to see how this goes. I currently have this set semi-ready for when the model gets here a little later today in my in-home studio like always. Let me show you the developing chemicals that I have. Alright, so the chemicals I have are the C41 Cinestill quart kit. I got it off a guy from Facebook Marketplace. He's never used them before. He didn't even touch them. I got it with a pretty good deal. I got this. I got a Suve. I think that's how you pronounce this. So this is going to be good for the temperature control. And I got a Patterson tank from him as well. So that's obviously very key. And then for Christmas, I did get a little developing kit. Nothing crazy, but it will get me started. So I have 3 of these containers that's going to be used for developer, Blix, and stabilizer. And I have the mixing, beakers. I have the beakers to mix all the chemicals together as well. For the flash photography side of things, I have the Vivitar 2600D. Looks like a pretty basic on-camera flash. I can't remember where I got it from, and I'm going to be using it in combination with my Fuji X-T3. I've had this idea for the shoot we're going to do today for a while, so I will also be shooting some medium format with some Cinestill 800T. Whoa. With some Cinestill 800T. I will develop this roll by myself if the 35mm roll comes out correctly, if I can actually do it right. So yeah, also for 35 I'm going to be using Portra 400, and for metering all this film I will be using my light meter, my Minolta Auto Meter 4. Now that pretty much covers it all, besides the actual concept for the shoot, but like I said, this video is about using the flash, or being able to use the flash, and seeing if those pictures come out with my development. But I will record a little bit of the shoot just so you can see how I go about using the flash and if it works, and then we'll skip right to development. Alright, so here we are. Here is the model for today, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Izzy. I'm a local model here in Denver.
I think this is our 3rd time working together.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We did one outdoors.
And then another one in here.
Yeah,
so I guess our third one. Yeah. And we are very excited for this shoot.
It's gonna be so fucking fun.
Yes, Rob.
So fucking cool.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know why I just remembered, but this is actually our 4th shoot. We've done 2 outside. That first one with the blanket, and we did like those ghosts.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That was actually our first one.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
That one is so fun.
3, 2, 1. Alright, so we just finished the shoot. All rolls have been shot. It was pretty fun.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun. I literally lived my cloud sad girl dreams. Oh yeah, I have my makeup's all sad.
Oh
and shit.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That's a little sneak peek of what we did today. Hopefully I developed these rolls correctly. We'll see how this goes. The shoot is over. I am ready to just develop. I just want to get this figured out, see if I could do it. Shoot went pretty well. On the developing side of things, I've already run into an issue. This right here is the quart kit from Cinestill. These right here are not quarts. They are pretty close to half a quart, but they're not quarts. So I had to go look for this thing. The entire thing filled to the brim is 1 quart, but that's gonna have to work. I'm gonna put the developer into these and the Blix into this. This setup is gonna have to do until I can order quart-sized thingies for this actual kit. Already off to a great start, but theoretically it should still work, so we're gonna be a-okay. I do want to say that in no way, shape, or form is this a tutorial on how to develop film. No. This is just documenting my first time developing color film. Let's get to it, I guess. Alright, so I got my 20 ounces of water that is required for the developer, and my part A, part B, and part C. And I just mix them all together. And now I'm going to portion it into these 2 bottles here. I know there's so many things wrong with putting them into 2. There's a lot more air. This is going to get used more than that. I know there's a lot of things wrong. This is what I got for now. Now I have my 18 ounces of water, so I'm going to go ahead and mix my Blix. That's not scary at all. I'm just gonna put the cap on and shake it up. That's how I'm gonna mix it. So while I have that heating up to 102 degrees, we are going to go into my bathroom to load this roll of film. So I got my tank with the 1 reel, because that's all we're gonna need, because I'm only doing 1. I got my scissors and my bottle opener, and that should be all I need. So here we are in my bathroom. There's no windows in here. All the lights in the hallway are off. It's nighttime anyways. So when I unplug this, it should be basically pretty much as dark as possible. I have all my supplies in here ready to go. Like I said, I have done this before back in school. Specifically this loading part, it was black and white, but it's the exact same process, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see how this goes. See you in a few. Okay, just finished loading the film. It is just as nerve-wracking as I remember it, but my 1 roll is in here. I'm gonna do a quick pre-wash with just some tap water, and then we'll start using the chemicals. Okay, so since I am only developing 1 roll of 35, I'm just going to use the minimum, which is 290 milliliters. As you can see, there was a conundrum with the Blix step. At some point when I was inverting it, it just kind of fell out. So I guess I didn't close the lid correctly, even though it was 4 minutes in and it hadn't happened before. I don't know. But surprisingly, did not lose too much Blix. Now, onto the final rinse. Alright, I'm gonna let that run for the 3 minutes. That Blix step was just a mess all around, am I right? So at this point, if there's any pictures on there, I'll be happy. A little stressful, just a little. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Alright, moment of truth. Place your bets right now in the comments. Let me know if you think any pictures came out. Place your bets. 3, 2, 1. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. There's hairs. I think I did it. I think I did it. It's a miracle. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Hold on. Your boy did it. And I didn't mess any of the frames up by the looks of it. Let's go.
Off the door, and then I usually go and I turn the shower, crank it to hot for like a minute, build up a bunch of steam, turn the shower off, close the door, come back in 2 to 3 hours, and
I don't know if you can see that, but here they are. Here's that roll of film, cut and sleeved into the archival sleeves. They all turned out really good. That was a very exhilarating time developing them. I mean, granted, that was 2 months, 3 months ago. Yeah, don't worry, I'm getting better at actually making these videos in a timely manner. But anyways, I mean, since then I've developed about 13 more rolls, but that first time was quite the mess, especially that Blix. Oh boy, I hope you all were just trying to reach through the screen and choke me out, because that's what I wanted to do. But as you can see, since then, I have gotten the correct size, quart-sized bottles for the chemicals. I got the developer, I got the Blix, and I also have the stabilizer. And yes, I am marking down how many rolls I've made so far because, you know, 2% rule. Learned about that one too. And you saw at the end there that I was watching Kyle's video and he turns the steam on. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably know who that is. And one of the film YouTube legends. And he does that, I'm pretty sure, mostly just so that the no dust gets on the film. So I did that a couple times, but honestly, what I do, I hang it up, let it dry, and then afterwards, I just kind of flatten it out once it's in its sleeves. Once I cut it up and put it in an archival sleeve. Couple other things I learned from that first experience: the developing tank that I got with the Christmas developing kit that I got was trash. Okay, it's not trash, but it leaked a little bit. I think it was just because there was too much on the edge here, but when I flipped it, it leaked, and I was like, nope, cannot have that. So I just used the normal Patterson tank that I got from the guy on Facebook Marketplace because it's an actual Patterson tank and does what it's actually supposed to do and holds and doesn't leak. One thing though, I like the reels that came with this one more. So we all know the generic Patterson reels, but the one that came with the cheap trash one is the exact same thing. There's only one difference. It has these rails that help you lead the film in. Now for 35, not that big of a deal. It's cool to have. But I found when developing 120, these are super helpful to have these guide rails here to lead the film in correctly, and it goes in so much easier with these here versus not having them on the normal Patterson one. So I've been using the ones from the cheap generic development tank because these rails are a lot better, especially when developing 120. So yes, that means I did end up developing the 120 film by myself as well, and ever since then I've developed a couple more. I've even learned the technique to develop 2 rolls within one reel, where you just tape it at the end and then roll both onto one reel. Nice little technique there. And then another extra thing I bought recently because I was tired of watermarks is PhotoFlow. PhotoFlow, if you don't know, helps watermarks not appear on your negatives, so that is a huge plus. It's very difficult to try to get them off after it has dried, and for the most part, they weren't too crazy on my negatives, but they're way better now with the PhotoFlow. This picture here that I have on the screen is probably one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. I did take it with the medium format, Mamiya RB, and I just love it. And the fact that I was the one who developed it and scanned and edited it, it just makes it, you feel more in touch with your picture that you created, because you quite literally created every step of it. As for the flash portion, the on-camera flash was definitely interesting. I think I didn't have the right setting for a good use for the studio. The on-camera flash. I think I need to be, specifically for an on-camera flash, out and about in an actual setting and not in a studio. I think the box for the chemicals says that I can use it for up to 20 development rolls, but I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to go up to 15 and then start using a fresh batch of chemicals, and boy, will that process be way easier. I will not be making a mess with the Blix because I will have the correct sizes. I will also set up my table correctly because I was so excited that first time that I just laid my table down, mostly because it was after that photo shoot and all those clouds on the ground were still set up, so I didn't want to move them all. I was being lazy, but also lazy because I was excited to actually start developing. So I just, as you saw, set the table there on the ground, not setting it up, and did all the mixing on the floor. It was a fun time. I also am no longer using a pot to warm up my chemicals. I'm using a tub thing, a storage tub. Way easier than the pan. I've progressed a lot since that first roll. So overall, I am glad to be finally developing my own film. This video was supposed to come out last week, but then I bought something and got very involved with that. And let's just say I'm going to be able to do the entire process of creating a picture by myself. I mean, I already am. I'm missing one final step though, because after you develop your film, you generally, back in the old days, would make those things up on the wall. And let's just say what I bought, for how cheap I bought it, I basically stole it. So yes, overall, it's been a great experience. I hope you guys learned a little something today. Again, this was not a tutorial. No. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. If I can edit this before the Bad Bunny album comes out, fully prepared for that album, fully excited. Anyways, goodbye. See you next week.